Alright, what's up pussies? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing is a Mortal Kombat tier list with Omni-Man right around the corner, and we already had a couple of days after the patch. I think it's a great time to start off with a new Mortal Kombat tier list. If you guys like these type of videos, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications for more content into the future. And yeah, let's begin. Let's start off with the C tier. We all know who it's going to be. If I was a Sub-Zero main and I was in front of Ed Boon, I would spit on him. Whip two. Because they did my man so fucking dirty. Sub-Zero, he is so bad, bro. Like, why? Why did it do my man so dirty? He was so good in the beta, and they just decide to just spit on me, bro. Like, goddamn, Sub-Zero C tier. B tiers. Now, when it comes to the B tiers, it doesn't mean that your character is bad in any type of way. It just means that your character is just decent or mid of the game. A lot of these characters here that are in B tier are because, one, they have a lot of gaps in their string, which could be armored through, or either they just haven't been played enough. For Li Mei, I feel like it's one of those characters that a lot of pros are not picking her up because there's no reason to pick her up. There's just way better characters in this game, so why would you even play Li Mei? Again, Li Mei has good projectiles. She has the lantern to stop you from jumping. She has decent buttons. Some of the buttons are punishable, but again, Li Mei is just a decent character. Reptile, oh my god, I'm so mad that Reptile isn't the best character in the game. They did buff him in this patch, so he does a little bit more damage, but those gaps that Reptile has is really suffering this man. And the invisible like kind of thing that he does, it just doesn't work anymore, right? If you're playing a decent player and you're going invisible with Reptile, that shit is not working. I'm telling you right now, anyone above average is going to wash you if you're going invisible. Shao Kahn, even though he's been winning tournaments, listen, and his damage is crazy, bro. The character is just really bad. Like, he's way better when he doesn't have his hammer than having his hammer. Like, come on guys, like seriously, like Shao Kahn, I know a lot of you are gonna start pissing your pants, are gonna start crying, and you're about to start busting in your diapers. Shao Kahn is an okay character, and some of y'all are really good, but imagine if you were a Shao Kahn main and you decide to play one of the top tiers, you will be unfucking stoppable. You will be the next Sonic Fox. And then Scorpion, damn, Scorpion, for a character that usually NetherRealm always like loves making Scorpion either really good at the game or just decent, they just said, nah, we're making Scorpion fucking trash and let's focus on the rest of the cast. And Scorpion, it feels like they just left him in the dust and they just left him there like some lost puppy. Scorpion, B tier. It sucks, but these characters are okay. They're not like impossible to win tournaments, they're not impossible to win games with, but they're just decent. Next up, we have the A tier, which is going to be one of the biggest rows or one of the most talked in this video. And when it comes to A tiers, it just means that your character is above average. Next up, we have one of the most popular characters in Mortal Kombat, and that is Smoke. And I'm going to be completely honest, this character on paper seems very trash because he has a lot of punishable strengths, but him being the one of the hardest characters to punish, him being the fastest character in this game, him being just so random, like you could be one of the worst Mortal Kombat players in this game, but if you pick up Smoke and just do random shit, you're going to be rewarded with like 40 to 50% damage combos. Like, again, Smoke, I think he's the only character in this game where you can be completely random and it fucking works, bro. Like, I'm tired of people saying this character is trash, and I know a lot of people be like, oh, Smoke is actually pretty easy to punish. That is not fucking true, bro. I have seen pro players, I have seen Elder God players have a hard time punishing Smoke because he's hard to punish. Smoke, A tier. Baraka was an S tier character a couple days ago, and a lot of pro players had dropped him on Tweety. But come on, even though Baraka got nerfed, and the only thing that was nerfed was his damage, basically, he's still an amazing character. He still has really good buttons. If you set him up with even Cyrax, so again, a lot of people drop Cyrax because, you know, you can't just spam it. You actually have to time it, or actually, you know, it takes a full bar, so you can't just keep doing it over and over again. You send him up with a Kung Lao, Baraka is still one of the best characters in the game. He did drop from S tier, but the character now feels like he's fair. It doesn't feel like playing this character is a 70 to 80 to 90% win. Like, come on. Geras, the character I've been playing since day one, my big BBC daddy, Geras is an amazing character. The only thing that Geras really suffers on is neutral, but when you're up close, right in their face, he's a god, does really good damage. Set him up with a Kung Lao, easy 50%. Again, the only thing that Geras really suffers on is that he has really no overheads. The only overhead he does have is that overhead kick, which is really fast. But if you're facing against someone who has good range and has really fast buttons, you could punish that. And then Geras can't do his overhead as much because the opponent's going to block it and get an easy combo. Next up, we have Havoc. And I don't understand why a lot of people are not playing this character, just because Havoc feels like he's one of those characters that are not really shown in this game a lot. And you would expect people to pick him up just because of his design, but a lot of people are just ended up picking up Smoke or Johnny Cage. And I'm like, damn, where's all the Havocs at? Like, really, this character is kind of busted if you really think about it. If I wasn't playing Geras, I would low-key play Havoc just because he has the tether. You know, he has really good zoning. If you don't have a Sub-Zero cameo, you're gonna have a very hard time trying to full screen a Havoc, right? But for some reason, people are not picking him up, but the character is low-key underrated. Sindel. Now, Sindel is another character a lot of people are not playing, but we have seen pro players like Cozy that are on Xbox that are doing really well with this character. Sindel has really good pressure, really good combos, really good aerial. She can give you that mix, not like Natara style mix when it comes to aerial, but she could mix you up and it works. Tanya has one of the biggest reaches in the game. Set her up with a Goro, it feels like it's always her turn. And again, when I'm facing against a good Tanya, I low-key just leave the match because I ain't playing against her. Shang Tsung, I feel like sometimes it's a hit or miss with Shang Tsung, just because sometimes his zoning just doesn't feel that strong. Like, his zoning is more for combos, but even for combos, it just doesn't do enough damage. Like, you don't see really much players really switching into you, even though you do more damage if you turn into that person. So like, if I'm doing a Geras combo, I'm gonna end up doing it 40%. But if a Shang Tsung knows how to do a Geras combo and does that exact combo with Geras, they're gonna end up doing 60%, but you just don't see Shang Tsung players doing that. So it feels like when the game gets a little bit older and everybody knows how to play every single character and you end up playing Shang Tsung, you're going to be a monster. So this is a character that can easily go to S tier when the game gets older. Natara, here we go. This is where the drama is going to start, because I know a lot of people be like, well, Natara is really bad. Bro, we have seen Natara get to finals in tournaments. Natara has one of the best movements aerial in the game, bro. This character is just ridiculous if you know how to use her. Even pro players, again, like Sindel, Cozy, has had a hard time playing against Natara because her aerial movement is just ridiculous. She can either jump into you, grab, go into a combo 45%, set her up with a Goro. She can just dash across the screen and then she's plus because Goro just protected her. Natara, again, is those characters that people are saying she's low tier, but they just don't know how to use her. And again, if you're one of those people saying, well, Natara is low tier, you guys said the same thing about Rain. And Rain is 100% S tier. We have seen Sonic Fox use Rain, and now everyone is like, oh my god, Rain is actually good. Wait until a pro player comes with Natara to the pro scene and you're all gonna switch up. Natara, 100% underrated. Katana is just an all-out really good character. Like, there's nothing much to say about her. She can do really good damage. Reiko, come on, Reiko has that really good grab. You get grabbed, that's a nice 40% combo right there. He's not as broken as he was before because we have that like little lurf where if you stop an animation you do less damage. But again, Reiko's still a really good character, probably has the best projectile in the game, like straight up. So Reiko A tier. Alright boys, it's Wool King from the future. Daddy's here again. For some reason, my Streamlabs just didn't capture my voice, so now I'm doing the S tiers again. So we're going to start off with Rain. Sonic Fox won one of the biggest tournaments for MK1. And honestly, Rain being able to, cancel moves into grabs is just completely broken. Good damage. Sonic Fox playing Rain, automatically S tier. Kung Lao has one of the best wake-ups in the game. I think he's the only character who has a wake up that is actually plus on block and also is able to do a combo right after if he hits this wake up. Like, come on, this character is fucking stupid. Set him up with a Goro, unstoppable. Ashura, pro players have just started noticing that this character is actually busted. Has good range, good buttons, has abilities that can lead up into like a 50-50 overhead with great damage. Ashura solid. Kensei's the only character in this game that feels like you're getting double teamed like that guy from Jujutsu Kaisen. We all know Kensei's fucking busted. Like, come on. Pretty easy. We all know Kensei's S tier. Melina. I feel like Melina is the only character in S tier where she's just a solid S tier character, right? And she's just super fair. I think this is the only Mortal Kombat game where her role is the hardest to punish. Now, I'm not saying her role is, the hardest thing to punish. It's pretty easy, but compared to every other Mortal Kombat game when it comes to her role, if you block her role, that's it. It's a GG. Like, you're gonna be doing mega damage. But for some reason, her role is kind of hard to punish. Maybe because I play Gear and he's fucking trash. But Melina, S tier. Liu Kang, another character that a lot of people have not been picking up until now, and it's not his fault. It's because Liu Kang was in the beta, so when you have a character like that in the beta, usually people want to pick up other new characters. But now that people are going back to Liu Kang, they're like, oh, actually this character is actually fucking good damage, one of the best zoning in the game. Liu Kang, S tier. I would put him in A tier, but I feel like he's S tier. It just feels wrong putting him in A tier.
S tier, even though the character got nerfed damage wise, Raiden is just ridiculous, especially when he gets down low. A lot of characters can't reach all the way down there and punish Raiden accordingly, like a really good punish, because Raiden is just super fast, really good damage. He's probably the second best character in the game. You guys obviously can tell from the beginning of this video, I put Johnny Cage up there. And listen, I was someone who switched to Johnny Cage when I got bored of Geras, and I have never touched the character ever again, because the amount of times that I went to rank that day and I saw the same Johnny Cage players just playing him, and I swear to my mama's life, I went against like 30 Johnny Cages that day. It was just like, I'm not gonna be a fucking NPC. I'm not gonna be a fucking bot, all right? If everyone wants to play top tier Johnny Cage, okay, cool. But I would never pick this character ever again until he gets nerfed to C tier. Because, again, I'm not saying that Johnny Cage needs to get nerfed. I would like other characters to get buffed all the way up to Johnny Cage. But if somehow NetherRealm decides to nerf Johnny Cage, I'm pretty sure no one would disagree. This is my tier list for Mortal Kombat right before Omni-Man. You guys can tell me in the comment section down below what do you guys think about my tier list. And again, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. If you guys want me to tell you where I think Omni-Man will land, I think Omni-Man is going to land in A. He doesn't seem like he has anything special in the gameplay trailer, but again, we just have to see and play him. Like, he is really flashy, and his moves do look fast, but I don't understand if those moves are just fast animation-wise, or it's actually something you can do in the game and kind of play around with it, if that makes sense. I think Omni-Man is going to be A. Again, usually when it comes to DLC characters, they try their best to make the characters really good so people can actually play them and not get their ass beat. That's how just every fighting game is. They always try to make the character really good so you end up buying them. But again, you guys can tell me in the comments what do you guys think about my tier list. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And I'll see you guys later with some more Mortal Kombat content, baby. Peace, baby. Mwah.